Malcolm, you sold, speaking of, Palo Alto, which is a pretty interesting move, given how much love there is in that space. Why'd you sell that stock?
I know. This one was one of my beloved cybersecurity stocks. I probably got into it February, I think, of last year and intended to be there for quite a while. I love the cybersecurity space. I've been on the network for probably the last 2 years, encouraging investors to pay attention to cybersecurity as a defensive play and a must-have in anybody's tech stack. But Palo Alto specifically scares me because I look at a Trump administration that has taken a very different stance towards cybersecurity from the Biden administration. They're even looking at cutting $500 million from the cybersecurity agency, the lead cybersecurity agency for the 2026 fiscal budget. And when you look at a company like Palo Alto, where 50 to 60% of their revenues comes from the federal sector, that's scary to me. So I'd rather be owning something like a CrowdStrike that focuses more on enterprise and isn't so reliant on.
Okay. There's no way this administration is cutting anything in cybersecurity.
They were just on Congress defending their stance to cut the budget by $500 million.
They can't afford to. They can't afford to. There's no way they'll find other places to cut.
I agree with you that they should not, but I believe that they will.
And in the meantime, you have 4,000 cybersecurity companies in this world. Some are public, some are private. None of them talk to each other, and the big five are only going to get bigger through M&A, and so that they can offer more to their customers. You talk to CTOs just like I talk to CTOs, and they are spending on AI and they're spending on cyber.
What if the government? What if they did cut what Malcolm says is on the table?
Well, I just don't think that's
I know, but what if they? But that's not the same as whether they do or they don't.
It's a foregone conclusion. 6 of the top 10 managers of the regions that operate under CISA have been let go as of the month of May.
Everybody's been let go in the government.
You don't think there's any reaction to that,
cut 45% of the cyber workforce in the U.S. government. What do you mean if?
This is a total addressable market of $1 trillion between now and 2030.
And it's not addressable by the government who said we don't care about cyber anymore.
You don't need the government. Not for
Palo Alto Networks needs the U.S. government.
They are expanding their next-gen cybersecurity
These guys are on-prem. These guys are on-prem. They don't know about a zero-trust environment right now. They're trying to platform their way into people's hearts. Meanwhile, CrowdStrike...
It's working. Total revenues were up 15%. Product revenues accelerated last quarter. Margins were
in comparison to a CrowdStrike or a Zscaler.
And guess what? It trades at half the multiple.
Okay, well, I tell you what. The market agrees with me. CrowdStrike is up 40%
right now they do.
year-to-date. Zscaler up 40% year-to-date, and Palo Alto is up 3.5%.
And that's actually why I bought it, because it has
agrees with me.
It trades at 12 times price to sales. CrowdStrike, which I also own, trades at 30 times price to sales.
I wish I had called you before I sold my shares. You might have paid a premium.
I probably would have bought it from
CrowdStrike, by the way, the target goes to 500 at Barclays. And just to put it on the table, you bought more Palo a week ago, almost to the day.
After they reported, yeah, because I thought that the quarter was actually pretty good. I thought the reaction down 7% was way overdone. As I mentioned, the stock is flat, whereby the other competitors are up 20, 30, 40%. I'm participating in CrowdStrike for sure. I owned Zscaler and made 25% in like 3 weeks. And now I'm going after a laggard because I think there's opportunity and the valuation makes sense.
All right, we'll leave it there. A little spicy, which we like.
Sure.
Like a little debate.